Welcome to Field 4 for another new day of NCCAA soccer action. We have the Women's Division II National Championships about to get underway. They are the last of the 4 divisions they have going this week to get going. There's just 4 teams, so we go right in to the semifinals of these games between the 1 seed in Maranatha Baptist and the 4 seed Toccoa Falls. Let's get you the starting lineups for each side. First for the lower seeded 4th seed Toccoa Falls, the Screaming Eagles. Goalkeeper Katie Kradachville is in net, the sophomore from Jacksonville, Florida. So here in her home state. Couple of underclassmen as well. Center back Sophie Georgiadis is a freshman, as is attacking midfielder Elizabeth Adams. And Call New, a winger as well, also an underclassman. So a relatively young lineup for Toccoa Falls. For Maranatha Baptist, the Sabercats, who are the 1 seed in this 4-team tournament. Maranatha Baptist playing a 4-3-3, anchored at the back by goalkeeper Trisha Wright, a senior from Wisconsin, leading the way. This is a very experienced Maranatha Baptist side. Sarah Baggin, a senior from Michigan as well, is along the back to help out her goalkeeper Trisha Wright. She will be joined at the back by Esther Bishop, a freshman, so the rare senior freshman combo at center back. We have 4 games here today on Field 4. There are 3 on the opposite field, so a total of 7 games for you today. These first 2 here on Field 4 will be the 2 from the Division II women's side. The one after this will be the 2 and the 3, the 2 seed Johnson and the 3 seed Randall. Over on the other field, 3 games today, all of them Division I women's soccer. Currently, the 2 seed Dallas Baptist and the 3 seed Campbellsville will do battle here in the noon kick. So that's your look at the slate for today. Excited to get you underway here on a Thursday. Long day of games ahead of us, and then we get to the big ones in the stadium here at Austin-Tindall Sports Complex in Kissimmee, Florida. We have the men's Division I semifinals tomorrow. 5 and 7:30 are those kick times. And then Saturday, we get you all the finals and the third place games as well. So 5 games on Saturday to decide the winners and the place finishers. So let's get it started here on Thursday. Kyle Bond with you on the NCCAA Network. Maranatha Baptist is in the yellow jerseys with navy letters and the navy stripe across the front. Navy shorts and white socks. Toccoa Falls in the navy jerseys with gold shading on the front, white numerals, white stripes on the shoulders, and navy socks. Dealing with some wind today, not nearly what it was yesterday. So we thank Mother Nature for some respite in that regard, but it is still somewhat troublesome. So we'll do our best to avoid any issues regarding the wind. Toccoa Falls here up the left side. Danielle Engstrom sees it go out in front of her. Maranatha has it now. Yellow jerseys controlling down the far side. That's the left. Battle here in midfield. 2 number 6s. Elizabeth Adams for Toccoa Falls and Amy Montgomery for Maranatha Baptist. The wind has wreaked havoc on our tents here on the sidelines. They're bending and shifting under the wind here. Massive gust of wind in our faces just as I say that. Just enormous. I am currently literally holding the tent up with my left arm at the moment. So hopefully this will just be a one-off. They continue to play on the field. Yesterday we had a consistent ambient wind of somewhere between 15 and 20 miles an hour, and gusts definitely up to 40. That right there was even more. We faced wind last year here in Kissimmee, Florida, and it's even more excessive this time around. We are in the shadow of the Orlando International Airport. We saw the wind play a factor on the field yesterday as well in some of the men's games we were doing. It came into play the most on long throw-ins as the ball was lofted into the air. Sometimes it really took the ball and just pushed it in one direction or the other. The wind is blowing as we sit from our left to our right. It's the same as you view it. So on the field right now, Maranatha Baptist has the wind at its back as they attack, and Toccoa Falls deals with pushing into the wind on the attack. It will be the opposite, obviously, in the second half. We'll navigate the wind as we go. 4 minutes into this game. Here are the SaberCats with a chance. Down the right side. Playing through the middle is Alexis Sponable. Taylor Moses now with the ball at her feet. Gets it a bit stuck, and the Eagles come away with it. The Toccoa Falls Screaming Eagles, the 4 seed here in the Navy jerseys. Shooting up forward. Here's a chance. Kimberly Berry on the break. Berry has 2 defenders trailing. She goes down. The whistle. Penalty. Penalty. Not 5 minutes into the game. Kimberly Berry on the break. She's holding her arm. Hope she's okay. Yellow card comes out. Could not see who was called for the foul. It was one of the 2 center backs, either Esther Bishop or Sarah Baggin. One of the 2 center backs, they were both trailing Berry, and one of them bungled her over from the back. I'm going to take a stab at it and say that it was Bishop, but I don't know for sure. So an early chance here for Toccoa Falls. It will be Berry to take. She won the penalty. She'll take the penalty. Comes up against the goalkeeper, Tricia Wright, and she goes right down the middle. That is an easy save for Wright. The chance goes begging. Berry was holding her arm before that. You wonder if that affected her taking the penalty as well. Either way, it's 0-0. Remains that way. Led off for Maranatha Baptist. Ball goes out of play for a goal kick.
Stay high. Here we go, bunnies. Come on, win it.
Now a chance here for the SaberCats on the break. Good defending is coming over to sweep that. One of the defenders, Sophie Georgiadis, freshman center back, managed to come clean that up. It's a corner kick for the SaberCats. Sarah Baggin, the captain, over to take that. Corner cleared away. There's a giveaway momentarily, but it's punched out.
Gotta go around them. Here we go. Come on, Michaela, closer.
We are shifted here at the tent, just slightly on the side of Maranatha Baptist. So our field mic can pick up sometimes some instructions from head coach Jeff Pill. That's what you're hearing coming over the mic. Booted forward, there's 3 defenders to cover that. Bit of a mix-up, but it will come back to the goalkeeper right. She boots it away. Up the right, Sabercats. Here's a nice bit of play, some space down that side. Spottable tried to send it in. Michaela Willett is overlapped. She's the winger. She's now in the middle. Cleared away. Georgianis has been a force there in center back for Toccoa Falls here early on. Wind continuing to wreak havoc on our tents, nearly to the point of breaking. Cleared away. Maranatha Baptist having to do a little more defending than maybe they expected here early on. When you only have 4 teams, all the games are going to be close and tight. Evenly matched contests. Throw in here. Elizabeth Adams up to take this throw. Cora Gaunis got that into the middle and booted away. Sabercats come away with it. There's some space here. Baggin gets it forward. She was looking for her striker, Spottable. Bypassed the midfield on that opportunity. Sabercats forward. There's Spottable wearing the captain's armband. Now a chance down the right. Willett has a lot of space. She's got too tight of an angle to shoot. She'll have to send it into the middle. It does go into the middle, just deflected out of the way of Taylor Moses. Moses looked like she was lining that one up. Stewart with the throw after winning it up the right side. Maranatha Baptist looks to be targeting this right side. Might just be game flow, but here in the first 12 minutes or so, that has given them the most joy. Sponable gets it in. And it's out for a goal kick.
Stay high here. Come on, come on.
Battle for it. SaberCats nearly had an opportunity if Amy Montgomery was able to get away from a defender. Taken away again on the right. Stewart sends it forward. Chance up front. There's the opener. Taylor Moses with the opening goal. The 1 seed moves in front. It's about 12 minutes into the game. Excellent delivery into the box. And Taylor Moses got away from her defender and finished with a right foot. Found the side netting on the left edge of the net. Toccoa Falls started bright early, but has struggled to get out of its own half the last 5 minutes or so.
Fight, 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 fight.
Settled down by the SaberCats. Well defended by Stewart to settle the ball. Now she has it here on the right. Again, the SaberCats breaking up this right half.
Do you have a strap on? Oh, I could bring you guys a strap as well. Or we have some bungee. Yeah, no. Yeah, if you want like one of those in here. Yeah, and then I'll bring you a strap. Yeah.
Every Eagles possession is hounded closely. Here's some space up the right side. Michaela Priatko. She sends it forward for Barry, who had the penalty chance. She goes down. Ball was won.
Up, up. Come on back, up. Come on back, up.
Hold up play for Sponable, and she's fouled.
Come on back, we're watching the play. Hey, Blue, we gotta get up. Early work, right? Early work.
Booted deep by Baggin. It comes right to Montgomery, and Montgomery's chance is sent wide. That's going to be a goal kick. Again, the SaberCats with it. Willett's cross is rejected. Stewart Spottable turns, has a defender. The ball gets stuck at her feet. There's Willett into the middle, popped up into the air. That was a potential chance for Moses to get number 2. But she yanked it up into the air. There is a Toccoa Falls player down. Looked like with the ball stuck at her feet, the defender came down awkwardly. We'll have to see who is the injured player for Toccoa Falls. Hopefully she's all right. The Maranatha Baptist players come to the sidelines for some instruction and some drinks. Looks a painful one. Kylie Chandler is the one who is injured, the left center back. Looks like it's her right leg. Coming into the game is Skylar Chastain. Looks like before the injury, Chastain was going to come in for Adams, but they may rethink that. Yeah, so Adams will stay in and Chastain will come in for the injured Kylie Chandler. Hope she's all right. Adams retakes her center mid position. All right, so had a little tent mishap over here, taking care of it. Teams continue to play. 27.5 to go. Up the left side. Adams sends it to the middle. Chance for Barry. She loses out. 2 defenders come clattering into her. Loses the ball after being double teamed. Sponable. Sponable had it taken off her feet, maybe by a teammate there. Willett coming charging, trying to give her some support. Twenty-five and a half to go. Willett down the right, challenged by Lydia Adams. Cross into the middle, punched away yet again. Georgiadis has been massive in there as center back for Toccoa Falls. Every clearance comes from her foot. Here comes the Screaming Eagles. Up the middle. Adams, who's been in there running every break. Sent out to the left, Barry. Barry able to get her feet on it. Nice shot considering how many defenders were there guarding. It was at least 2. Sturwald and Baggin were both there to close her down. And yet Barry still managed to get a decent curling shot off. Ultimately, Tricia Wright was up to the task. Sabercaps up the right again. This has been their area of attack. Sturwald and Willett have both been the combination down the right. Sturwald on the ball right now. She's lost out to Cora Gaunis. Danielle Eggstrom into the middle. There's Barry. Some hold-up play from the striker. She sent it back to her center back, Gaunis. Actually, she's the defensive midfielder. Now back to the center back and sent through to the goalkeeper. That chance, the shot from Willett was deflected by a defender, and that sent it into Craddochville's arms relatively easily. Toccoa Falls breaks quickly. Every time a Maranatha chance breaks down, they are up the other side of the field right away. Here's a corner for the Eagles. First one of the day. It'll be a right-footed effort from the far side of the field. Booted in. Excellent, dangerous chance down there is right to grab it as it almost trickled over the line. No one managed to clear that as it came through. Everyone got sucked in underneath the ball. Right, another cross. This one does find her striker Spottable. Spottable's shot is blocked, and it's cleared away. The NCCAA network is powered by SCORE International. SCORE specializes in short-term mission trips. Pair your passion with the opportunity to share the gospel both internationally and domestically by joining SCORE on a short-term mission trip. Visit scoreintl.org/NCCAA to find out more. We're going to have a water break here with the game at about 20 minutes to go here in the first half. Referee is calling for a stoppage so the teams can get hydrated and ready to go. Score is 1-0 to Maranatha Baptist. It's been an exciting first half. The goal by Taylor Moses, the only breakthrough in the game so far. So Moses' goal, the breakthrough. On the other side of things, Toccoa Falls had a chance from the penalty spot, not 5 minutes in. Kimberly Berry was barged over on the break. She won the penalty. She took the penalty. The senior sent it straight at the goalkeeper, and Trisha Wright was there to collect it relatively easily. The senior from Laos with the chance. Water break looks about finished. Teams are back out onto the field. It's 20:15 on the clock. We'll have a throw-in on the right for Maranatha Baptist. Willett to take. back underway. Evans is bringing it back. That's Hannah Evans. One of the two wearing the captain's armbands, her and Sarah Baggin. Looks like this went over the end line for a corner. So Toccoa Falls will have a chance. Mabel Kirchmar, wearing number 10, to take this. Cross sent in, but it's off the top of the net and out for a goal kick. That won't give Toccoa Falls a chance. $18 minutes to go. A spirited battle between these two teams. Captain for Toccoa Falls, that's Priatko, sends it back. Maranatha Baptist got a little bit of a breakaway opportunity there on a turnover. Hassenplug. Ksenia Hassenplug with the half chance, but the shot is scuffed, and partly because of the defensive pressure that was in her face. Now there's a half breakaway opportunity. Spottable. Let's see if she can beat her defender, who's in a good position. Again, that was Georgiadis to cover well and wins a goal kick. Looks like Spottable may be struggling a little bit here on the turf. She's up. We'll walk it off. Gaunis has been given some hybrid duties now, thanks to the early injury that was suffered by Kylie Chandler. She's been covering at center back and then moving forward in possession as well. She's taken over that left center back role, but as she pressed up, Mabel Kirchmar had stepped back temporarily. Good teamwork by the Eagles to cover defensively while a center back pushes forward. Good cover by the goalkeeper, Cratcheville. There was a yellow jersey looming there on the break. It's still going to come at them. Montgomery had it, sent it forward, and the offside flag is up. Looks like Moses may be the one who was in an offside position.
Good hand up.
14 minutes to go. Substitution coming for Maranatha Baptist. Substitution for Maranatha Baptist is Mallory Willett. She is a goalkeeper, naturally, which is likely why she wears the headgear. She's going to come in and get some time on the wing. Trinity Baptist is offering 4-week online courses over the Christmas break, allowing you to earn credits towards eligibility before the spring semester begins. For more information on Trinity Baptist College, visit www.tbc.edu/winter. Evans, that's Hannah Evans. Now forward by Montgomery. Chance for Mallory Willett, the substitute. Coming over to cover defensively is Gaunis. Engstrom into the middle for Kirchmar. Corner one for the SaberCats. Just under 11 minutes to go. Certainly with the way this first half has progressed, the SaberCats will feel much better about 2-0 than they will 1-0 going into halftime. Toccoa Falls has not been without opportunities up front. Good corner. Dangerous delivery, but it's just over a pair of heads. Like Bishop was in there as a target, as was Montgomery. Good hard battle for the ball on the far side. It produces a foul. Down goes Priatko. Booted forward off of Barry. And now a swarm of yellow jerseys can push forward. It's sent to Mallory Willett here on the near side, but that is a little too deep and out of play. Good push forward by Baggin. That's won this chance. Here goes Mallory Willett. Willett is taken down by the goalkeeper, and this is a foul. We'll see what the referee does. That's a yellow card. Could have been a last man foul. That was dangerous by Kratichville, who could have earned herself a dismissal for denying a goal-scoring opportunity. Goalkeeper has a little bit of blood on the knee, so the training staff will try and take care of that. It's not too bad. Have to get rid of any of that before play can continue for safety reasons. So we'll wait for that on this free kick. Wonderful breakaway by Mallory Willett, the substitute. But that was won by the step of Sarah Baggin, the captain, who came up to snatch that ball from Toccoa Falls and move forward towards midfield. She delivered it forward and created the breakaway opportunity. It was smart of Kratichville to come out, but once she made that challenge, she had to get it accurately, or else she left the option that the referee could take further action. It was just a yellow card. Wind continues to whip. Down goes a trash can. Some papers flying all over the place. Even my laptop is being pushed across the table. We have to get some birds off the field. Welcome to Florida. Kimberly Berry has a good time clearing the herons off the field here in Kissimmee, Florida. She takes credit for that. Oh, good fun here in the shadow of the Orlando International Airport. Here's a free kick delivery. The chance just wide. Another opportunity for Moses to go 2 up.
Hey, Spotty, that's a great idea, Spotty.
That came from the free kick, and it wins a corner. Taken by Baggin, just not deep enough, but it comes to New. Or excuse me, yes. Collected by the goalkeeper.
Come on, turn it back. Here we go. Come on, buddy.
It's Toccoa Falls cycling around the middle. Trying to maintain some semblance of possession. It's been slim pickings for Kim Berry up front since the opening 10 or 15 minutes. She had the penalty, which was saved. That's been about it. Baggin gets it to Hannah Evans. Stewart-Wald, Evans. Evans goes down under a challenge. Her pass was wayward. Moses now trying to stop this chance, and Evans wins it back. Just picked the pocket of Elizabeth Adams. 3-on-1 once again. Georgiadis is back to clear. Adams. Eggstrom sends it across. Adams again. Still moving. Adams finally taken off her feet after a heavy touch. Bishop is there to grab it. Adams is slow to get up. Play continues. The Eagles maintaining possession. Kirchmar up the middle. Berry guarded by 3 yellow shirts. She has no options. Gets it to Kirchmar. Kirchmar rips with the right foot. Oh, she's chipped the goalkeeper. What a strike. Just a speculative effort from Mabel Kirchmar, and she somehow lofted it over the goalkeeper and got it to come back down into the back of the net. Under 6 minutes to go before halftime, we are level. Toccoa Falls has equalized the game. Trisha Wright just a little off her line, and Kirchmar took advantage.
Amy, 24, Amy.
Sent deep by the Eagles. Headed on net. That one simple for Wright. Now here's a counterattack opportunity. We'll see if this flag stays down. It does not. Offside on Sponable.
Come on, here we go. Drop and get organized. Come on.
Maranatha Baptist is pressing hard here before halftime. Whistle for the referee. There's an injury. Immediately the trainer is called out. That's Priatko. Looks like the trainer is looking at the left knee of Priatko. That's the captain for this Toccoa Falls side. We hope she's okay, but looks like she's in a lot of pain. Good to see that she's up on her feet. It's a positive sign. Priatko comes off. Team gives her some words of comfort. We'll see who the substitution is. She's doing squatting exercises. That's good to test it out in that manner. See if she can come back into this game. Clearly an important piece to this Screaming Eagles squad. Looks like Hannah Purdom has come into the game. She takes over at left back. Lydia Adams moves into the middle. And Georgiadis has, well, she's still at center back. We'll get this all here in a minute. So a couple of injuries for Toccoa Falls, but they have drawn level here in this second half, or this first half. Under 4 minutes to go. So the earlier substitute, Skylar Chastain, has taken over at right back. That's where Priatko was playing. And left back is now Hannah Purdom, with Lydia Adams moving into the middle to take over where Kylie Chandler was at left center back. Those are your changes. That means Cora Gaunis has moved back into the midfield. At least that's what it appears. Ball down the right. Giving chase, Mallory Willett. Collected instead by Craditchville. Number of stoppages here in this first half. It's been a very stop-start game. Booted away by Gaunis, who actually looks like she is now at left center back. So it's all a bit patchwork for the Screaming Eagles with a couple of injuries. Up the right, Barry. Barry hasn't had a true opportunity in quite a while. Can she make one for her teammates now spread out wide? The shot from a tight angle. Good save by Trisha Wright. Gaunis. Spread out to the right. Chastain was there. Popped into the air.
Left track. Don't stop here.
Up the middle, that's a great ball. Here's on the break. Once again, Cranitchville comes out. That one was a lot cleaner than her last. She has to be careful on a yellow card. Well swept away by the keeper, who knew she had to come out to save that opportunity. Sponable was clear on goal. "13 seconds left. When Toccoa falls on it into the defensive half, this will probably do it here with 5 seconds to go. Storwald sends it up the line. It's out, and that is it for the first half. 1-1 is the score. An exciting first half. Maranatha Baptist got the opening goal from Taylor Moses, but Mabel Kirchmar with a stunner to chip the goalkeeper Trisha Wright and level things up. Also, can't forget the early penalty. Barry had it, and it was saved by Wright. So, quite the back and forth first half game with a number of chances. We'll come back and give you our halftime stats presented by Score International on the other side, and then have our final 45 minutes for you as the 1 seed and the 4 seed look for some space between the two here on the NCCAA Network.
1 week mission trip changed my life, and I think it could change yours too. For the past 35 years, Score International has been mobilizing others to go and make disciples of all nations. Score specializes in short-term mission trips that partner with a long-term sustainable ministry. We organize and lead trips that allow you to use your gifts and abilities for kingdom work. Contact us today to impact a life.
The NCCAA mission states, we serve members by setting association standards, developing communications resources, providing regional and national competition, and partnering in outreach to our communities and the world. Bylaws, eligibility, statistics, and championships are all part of being an athletic association. Our services help propel intercollegiate athletics on and off campus. We intentionally place our student athletes and coaches in Christian service projects during championship events to answer the question, what would Christ do in these communities?
A 1 week mission trip changed my life, and I think it
On and off campus. We intentionally place our student athletes and coaches in Christian service projects during championship events to answer the question, what would Christ do in these communities? The NCCAA mission states, "We are committed to equipping student athletes and coaches to make a positive impact for Christ." Equipping student athletes and coaches involves the creation and distribution of tools and resources needed for a particular purpose. We promote outreach and ministry for the enhancement of athletic competition with a Christian perspective. One tool is Game Plan for Life, a character initiative to promote the biblical characteristics of love, integrity, faith, and excellence. Equipping student athletes with a game plan will remain with them throughout their entire lives.
Campbellsville helped me to get a job, get my master's, to prepare myself for the world.
It offers students a tremendous amount of opportunity to get real-world experience.
We see Christian students, non-Christian students. We see people from every walk of life.
It's such a good place to be.
It kind of reminds me of home. Your teachers actually look out for you here. You feel invited as soon as you walk in.
You're not going to find any better place to help students achieve what they want.
Our world's been rocked by fear and economic uncertainty, but Columbia International University is praying for you. We invite you to invest in yourself by enrolling in our #1 rated online programs. We promise you an affordable, high-quality education and a place of peace. Enroll today.
The NCCA mission states, "We are an association of Christ-centered collegiate institutions whose mission is to use athletic competition as an integral component of education, evangelism, and encouragement." The impact of the NCCAA has been felt for 50 years throughout the country and around the world. Encouraging mission trips is at the heart of this impact. We know short-term missions impacts everyone involved and changes the trajectory of lives. Sometimes it can affect the missionary as much or more than those being served. Our Sports Ministry Fund has supported more than 5,000 individuals via domestic and international missions. We exist not only to crown national champions, but to share the love of Christ wherever it is needed.
Just about to get going in the second half. Maranatha Baptist is up and ready and on the field. Still waiting for Toccoa Falls to come out of its halftime huddle. Give you our halftime stats, presented by Score International. 1-1 is our score. Those are the most important numbers. The two tally marks on the goal sides. Also, shot count 7-4 in favor of Maranatha Baptist. That about reflects well how that first half went. The SaberCats were in charge of possession for the most part, but Toccoa Falls not without its chances. 3-3 on corners, 3-2 on fouls. Score specializes in short-term mission trips. Pair your passion with the opportunity to share the gospel both internationally and domestically by joining Score on a short-term mission trip. Visit scoreintl.org/NCCAA to find out more. Teams will switch sides. 45 minutes on the clock. See if either of the injured parties are back for Toccoa Falls or if they need a little more time. Kylie Chandler went down early in the half, and then Michaela Priatko looked like she had a nasty one. Looks like Priatko's still on the bench, as is Chandler. So along the back line, it's Lydia Adams at left back, then Cora Gaunis, who's moved back from her defensive midfield spot. Sophie Georgiades, who has been huge at that right center back spot. Really, really important, the freshman from Norcross, Georgia. And then Skylar Chastain off the bench. Hannah Purdom is up in a winger role on the left side. She's a substitute as well. So it is Purdom and Chastain off the bench for Chandler and Priatko as it stands. Berry sends it out left for Engstrom. Snatched away by the SaberCats. Eagles still holding it now up front. Berry looking for an option. She's got Kirchmar. Those are the two potential goal scorers. Berry had a penalty that was saved, and Kirchmar has put one in the back of the net. Maranatha Baptist trying to impose its will on this game. They have been pegged back a couple of times, just not able to take control of this as a one seed may wish they could. Up the left, Taylor Moses, their goal scorer. She's hounded and the ball is taken away. Moses, she takes another shot on net. Well wide, that's a tight angle. Hounded by a couple of defenders as well. Booted up the middle. Moving forward, chance around the keeper. The goal is open. Oh, just wide left. Sponable could not find the open net. She went around the keeper, but that brought her to a tighter angle, and with the defender hounding her still, that was always going to be a difficult shot with the left foot. Just could not get around the ball enough. Both teams have had a couple of big chances that have not come off. Toccoa Falls in the middle. Engstrom gets it back from Berry. Down goes Berry for a moment. The ball squirts out in front and is collected by Maranatha Baptist. The boot from the keeper over the head and will go out of play. Nope, kept in. The ball died on the field. There's Bishop. Bishop could only get it as far as Kimberly Berry. Ball bouncing around awkwardly. This goes to the Eagles. Substitution about to come on. Here's a good sign. Michaela Priatko will come back onto the field after what looked like a nasty injury. She's going to replace Purdom and take this throw. That sends Skylar Chastain across to the other side. She will take more of a winger role on the left. Chance up the center for Sponable. She missed the last one. Would love to get another opportunity. Ball saved down near the end line. Bowled over by Priatko. Referee says no. It was an awkward challenge by the starter who's newly back into the game. Toccoa Falls just trying to get it out of its own end. Across to Georgiadis. Up the middle. Engstrom sends it wide. Under pressure. That was a nice touch. Ball was won on the tackle. Down went Lydia Adams. Here's Maranatha Baptist. Goes out. Wait for the referee's signal. Corner. Baggin to take. Good right-footed boot. There's a man at the far post. Almost headed in. Amy Montgomery was wide open. She just couldn't reach that vicious corner. Was delivered just a bit too deep. Montgomery was not positioned there, but was almost able to chase it down. The NCCAA is powered by SCORE International. SCORE specializes in short-term mission trips. Pair your passion with the opportunity to share the gospel both internationally and domestically by joining SCORE on a short-term mission trip. Visit scoreintl.org. There's the second goal out of nothing. Spottable just cutting across the top of the box. She'll be able to rip a right-footed shot and put it inside the left post. Alexis Spottable has swung Maranatha Baptist back into the lead. Makes up for her earlier miss. And Spottable buries it. Did not seem like a terribly dangerous move for Maranatha Baptist as she was just laterally moving across the top of the penalty area. But my goodness, what a shot. Toccoa Falls will need another response in order to draw level in this again, as they've fallen behind. In the first half, they were able to create some chances. Flag goes up. Taylor Moses is going to need a moment. She's up and ready. Flag went up for offsides down the left. Ksenia Hassenplug was the one. Kayla Priatko has a bit of a problem here on the near side as she reached for that ball. Unfortunately, it's her knee again, and that could be trouble for her. Credit her trying to come back on and continue this. Knees can be trouble sometimes because serious knee injuries has been known sometimes to crop up later, despite happening in a moment. Not saying this is the problem at all, but I'm just trying to relate here that I have a friend of mine from high school who played an entire game on a torn ACL. It just sometimes does not present until later. Sometimes a player can feel like they have less of a problem than turns out it is. So we hope that Priatko is okay. That looks to be a nasty one. So we continue play. 35 minutes to go here in the second half. 2-1 Maranatha Baptist. Toccoa Falls has already fallen behind once in this game and has come back to tie it up. So now down 2-1. We'll see if they have a response, but the SaberCats have looked solid since going in front. The offside flag is up right now. And that will send it back to the SaberCat, or excuse me, to the Eagles.
Here we go, get organized early. Here we go.
Good effort from distance. Well saved by Cranitchville, who could just tip it over the bar. Long distance effort from Taylor Moses, who has been dangerous in front of goal. Here's the corner from Baggin. That's to the near post, almost flicked on through. Still not cleared away. Then it's blocked off, that effort. Thought Sponable had an opening there. Maybe if she had gotten a little more under the ball, but the shot was well blocked. Another corner.
Hey! Far post running deep! Don't let it over your head!
Baggin, here's a better corner. Oh, nearly. Excellent delivery. 3 yellow shirts in there, and none of them could get a connection.
Hey, now lock it in, come on! Don't let him out here! Fight me!
Some instructions coming from Toccoa Falls bench. A lot of defending for them to do. Here's Barry. She has some space to turn. Back gets Moses. She flicks it around Moses well. Here goes Toccoa Falls again. They've had a couple opportunities on the break here in this half, although not nearly as much as they had in the first half. May come back at them, though. Just a scuffed effort there by Moses as she tried to feed through Sponable. Those two have connected well. Moses has had a number of chances on goal from her attacking midfield position. Here she swings and misses. Has it stolen away by Georgiadis, who looks to be a real talent there at center back.
Separate! Separate and play!
Heavy touch from Montgomery. Sabercats get it back. Here is Montgomery. She skips past the defender, but it goes out of play. Tipped away by the Eagles. Stays with yellow. Michaela Willett, who's back into the game for Mallory.
Stay together!
Georgiadis. Up the right, call new. Sponable with her back to goal. Seemed a chance for her to shoot, but it disappears at least for the moment. Here comes Montgomery. That one's rejected. Down the left, chance for Toccoa. Elizabeth Adams the one to bring it down. She's eventually guarded off by Hannah Evans. Tidy by Maranatha there. Spottable inside midfield. Tried to hold it up there for Montgomery. Still with Maranatha. Flag stays down. Giving chase here on the left is Hassenplug. She's able to reach it to keep it in. She gets around Chastain. Left-footed cross. Just skitters along the ground and is collected by the goalkeeper. .25 minutes to go. Still plenty of time for Toccoa Falls to find an equalizing moment or for Maranatha Baptist to put this game to bed. It certainly feels like both are very possible. Toccoa Falls packing it in the box. No room for Moses there. Up the left, Hassenplug again, guarded by two defenders. Again, she gets around Chastain, but will have to send in that cross. That's a difficult cross there along the end line. Not a lot of space to deliver it. Got to get it over the goalkeeper's head and then down to a teammate. She has not been able to get her foot underneath it. Screaming Eagles on the run. That one was up the left for Chandler. So that is Kylie Chandler. Good to see her back in the game. Evans squares it for Massey. McKenna Massey boots it up left. Again, Hassenplug. She may have another opportunity here to send it across, but it goes out of play before she can reach it.
Come on, let's go. Early work. Don't let him out of here.
Another player down. From my vantage point, can't see who it is as there's players in the way. Hopefully she's all right. Trainer is out to take a look, and the players are off to the sidelines to receive some instructions. Been told it's a Maranatha player, Amy Montgomery, who is injured. Hasn't exactly been a physical game, and yet a couple of players have struggled with some injuries. The wind has picked up again. We've taken down our broadcast tents so that we don't lose any more of them. Clock is stopped with 22:07 to go in the game. Looks like it may be a cramp for Amy Montgomery. Central Christian College of the Bible is now offering the Master of Arts in Ministry Leadership at its Missouri and Kentucky campuses. This very affordable and distinctive program combines online career coaching and an on-campus course to enhance personal leadership skills and lead congregations towards health. Now's the time to advance your ministry. Find more at cccb.edu. Montgomery will have to come to the sideline for treatment, but will be eligible to come in right as soon as the game starts. So we're back underway, 22 minutes to go. Maranatha Baptist leading 2-1 over Toccoa Falls, the 1-seed Sabercats, and the 4th-seeded Screaming Eagles. Goals from Taylor Moses and Alexis Sponable for Maranatha, and for Toccoa Falls, Mabel Kirchmar has scored. Up the left, Toccoa Falls, here's an opportunity. It's Barry from a tight angle, and she can only slide the ball into the waiting arms of Trisha Wright. Back and forth we go. This game has been one punch and another punch in either direction. Kirchmar blocked away. Barry swings at it, able to get a shot off. A couple of times, Kimberly Barry has surprised by being able to get a shot off when it looks like it's closed down. Baggin to take the goal kick. Comes to the left. Hassenplug is waiting. Snatching it is Montgomery. Good to see Montgomery up and working. Looks like she might still be struggling with that just a little bit. Hassenplug gets it out for a Toccoa Falls throw. And the ball takes out our field mic. The mic survives. Adams fighting for it. Comes to the left. And Chandler. Adams giving chase. She's got it on the sideline. Sends it back for Chandler. Goes out of play. No, offside flag is up, actually. Either offside or a goal kick. One of the two. Hard to tell all the way down there, but either one, it's the same result. up the right. Maranatha Baptist hasn't had some space up front for a while. They've been battling around in midfield. 16:47 to go in the second half. Mallory Willett readying again. Will likely take Michaela's spot, just as she did in the first half. Two players come together. Sponable wins it, sends it down the right. There goes Michaela Willett, still in the game for now. It's taken away by Toccoa Falls. Running up the line, Gaunis loses out. Evans steals it away. Montgomery, now Sponable. Tried to feed it back to Montgomery. She'll try again. Montgomery was not ready for that run. Here's the substitution. Willett for Willett. Mallory in, Michaela out. Booted into the middle. That's a wonderful delivery. Nobody there to meet it. Still McKenna Massey with a good cross into the box. Here come the Screaming Eagles. Good step by Chastain. Wins the ball back for Toccoa Falls. Through the middle goes Eggstrom. Engstrom out left. Could not find her target. Believe that's Chandler out there. Goes out to the Eagles. Has been a tough midfield battle in both directions. Two teams going back and forth. Adams sends it up the left. Here's Chandler. Chandler guarded by Sturwald. It's out of play to the Sabercats. Toccoa Falls on the break. Again, back and forth these two teams go. Elizabeth Adams pulling the strings. Again, she sends it out wide to Chandler. And again, Chandler sends it into the middle. That one's a much better ball. Goes out of play for a goal kick, though. Barry was waiting. lumped forward for Mallory Willett, the substitute. Willett challenging with Lydia Adams. Shot over the bar. Hannah Evans, first time she's cropped up in front of goal. Here's another effort. That one goes flying miles over the bar. Taylor Moses with that one. She's already got herself a goal on the board. 10.5 to go. Still 2-1 Maranatha Baptist. Toccoa Falls trying to push forward and create themselves an opportunity. They haven't had many this second half. It's been a back and forth game, but they have had very few actual chances in front of net. Willett sends it back and then was tripped. Looking for Willett up the right. Here's Sponable with it. Moses. Across for Massey. Massey up the line. Just a little bit too tough for Hassenplug to control. Deep for Montgomery. She's got some space here. Tracking back is Georgiadis. Georgiadis wins that. Back for Toccoa Falls. Every time she steps up in defense, she has been able to win that possession back. Maranatha tracking back. Safety first sends that out for a Toccoa Falls throw. 2-1 the score. Not a ton of time left for the Eagles to get back on the board. They, again, have not had terribly many chances here in the second half. Foul at the top of the box with 7 minutes to go. The Eagles with a dangerous free kick opportunity. See who's set to take this. Mabel Kirchmar, who's got their goal, stands over it. 6:30 to go. Kirchmar the only one. She's going to take it with her right, it appears. At least from this angle. 4-player wall. Yep, right-footed chip. That's right at Trisha Wright. D boot down the left, nobody there. Over comes Hassenplug. Georgiadis. And Wright is there again. Maranatha put this one away. Nice touch to the left to get some space. Now here's Hassenplug. Oh, she had a ton of space on the far side of the goal. Sends it over the bar. On another day, the SaberCats could have had potentially 3 or 4 goals in this game. But they've got the lead, and that's what matters. Toccoa Falls with 4.5 to go. Just need 1 to draw level. There goes Barry bursting through the middle as it's snatched off her feet. Barry stays with it. Able to get around Baggin. Barry on her right. Entry feed is rejected. Now checks back to her left and sends it across into the middle. Kirchmar tried to bring it back. Down goes Chastain. Hassenplug. Chastain recovers nicely. Able to hound Hassenplug. Hassenplug says she's dealing with a little bit of tightness in her calves. Just 3.5 minutes to go. Both these teams running on fumes. Willett got it over one defender, but could not get past the next. Gaunis booted it away. Physical play on the far side. Montgomery able to keep possession for the SaberCats. Stay tuned for our score of the game. Right now, 3 goals to pick out. We'll show you the best of the bunch. Once the clock goes final, 2:45. Toccoa Falls looking for a sense of urgency. Maranatha just trying to get in every passing lane they can and boot it as far as they can. Throw to the SaberCats. Under 2 minutes to go. Baggin boots it away. It's going to come back at Maranatha. Now Stewart gets it out. Montgomery Across to Hassenplug, but it's too far. Chastain grabs it. Her pass is wayward. Here's Massey on the overlap. Into the middle. Montgomery sends it back. Maranatha trying to kill some clock. Now up the right. Great ball for Willett. Out comes the goalkeeper to sweep that away. Cratchville off her line to make things happen. 1 minute remaining. Up the left, just out of the reach of Hassenplug. Calf tightness may have had something to do with that as well. Both benches trying to cheer their friends and teammates on. Tight game, 1 goal would make the difference, but with 38 seconds to go, Toccoa Falls just needs to get possession before it can think about scoring here. Through the middle. Just a prayer sent forward. 25 seconds to go. Out of play. 14 seconds to go. Player down, but Toccoa Falls knows there's only a few seconds left. Booted up the left side. Giving chase is Chandler, but with just 3 seconds left, that's going to do it. 2-1. Maranatha Baptist takes this matchup and moves on to the championship game on Saturday. Excellent battle by the 4-seed Toccoa Falls. Screaming Eagles come up just short of the 2-1 scoreline. Time for our score of the game. Brought to you by Score International. 3 goals to pick from. Taylor Moses got this thing started. And she got Maranatha Baptist off to the races in the first half. There was a missed penalty before it by Toccoa Falls, but Moses was able to pick out a shot and put Maranatha Baptist in front. That sent them on their way. Toccoa Falls leveled it up later, just before halftime. But Maranatha Baptist, the winner, off the foot of Alexis Sponable. So that's your ball game. 1 of 2 Division II women's games complete. The next one is coming up in just a few minutes. Johnson and Randall, the 2 and the 3, at 2:30. Probably a little bit after that, since this game went a little long. Would guess about 2:35. It'll be a half hour's time from one to the next. So 2:30-ish, we will get that game kicked off and set our finals and our third place game for the NCCAA Division II Women's National Championship here in the NCCAA.